Hello and welcome to this short video tutorial on how to schedule content using Meta's Creator Studio. The idea being that if you've followed this journey on content strategy and you've managed to create everything you need in order to publish 2, 4, 6, 8 posts, I'm now going to show you how you can use Creator Studio to schedule those out. I'm not going to show you how to set up Creator Studio, but what I will do is beneath this video in the email I will put a little hyperlink and it will take you to the step-by-step instructions. The reasons why I'm not doing it is not a difficult process, but it can take a little bit of time. It's been a long time since I've done it. I don't remember all the steps in the dance, however it is a very straightforward process. So let's jump straight into Creator Studio. This is what Creator Studio looks like. In this particular account, I have 2 sets of profiles attached to my name as such, and you can pick out the ones that you want to be working with top left here. Today, we are just going to be working on Sandfield Guesthouse. And at the top here, you can choose whether or not you're interacting on the Facebook side of things or the Instagram side of things. I prefer to work on the Instagram side of things simply because the way that I structure my strategy is all my copy and my hashtags are there. I prefer then to remove stuff from Facebook rather than having to remember to add things in to Instagram later. For example, hashtags are not very effective on Facebook, but they can be very, very effective when it comes to Instagram. There's a whole variety of insights you can access. You can sort your content by drafts, things that have been pre-published, things that have yet to have gone out. You can manage your files, you can set up a content library. It really is all of the tools that you need in one place, but just for Facebook and Instagram. If you want to add other platforms, I don't know, Pinterest, Twitter, these types of things, you need to be looking at other third-party providers such as Hootsuite or Buffer, and ultimately they are looking to make money. This is my favorite. It's free. It does everything that I want it to do for Facebook and Instagram. And as you all know, Instagram is the one that I focus on and I consider myself to be an expert in. So let's get into Instagram. Again, be sure that you're working in the right account. So I'm going to uncheck the Social Media Hotelier and there's Sandfield Guesthouse. And here's all my published posts for Sandfield Guesthouse. We are looking at scheduling content. So the first thing we're going to do is going to hit the big green button. It's nice and obvious, and it says create post. You get a drop down menu. Because we're looking at Instagram, we can either post into the feed, so that would be a very, very short video or an image or a carousel, or we can post a video. It will soon be the case when all video content is lumped into one group, but for the time being we are just going to be looking at the Instagram feed option. So I'm going to tap Instagram feed. It asks me which Instagram account I'd like to post to. I'm going to click Sandfield Guesthouse, and there is the interface where we can start building our post. It's broken down very straightforwardly. Your post, so your caption, all of the words that you've written, and your hashtags. You can add your location. I highly recommend that you do so because Instagram is becoming increasingly searchable, and your location is very specific to your business, and your business is very specific to your location. Then there's a box for adding content, and then right at the bottom here, because remember we're looking at the Instagram side of things, post to Instagram feed. You can also do a variety of things with a Facebook bit. So I am going to start at the top and work my way through. So the first thing I need is a caption. So I'm going to go to my master strategy sheet. I've set one up here. It's actually something I posted a little while ago, but it's just good to go. And I'm simply going to double click and I'm going to grab my caption, Control C, edit copy, and I'm going to post it in there. I'm going to make sure it looks nice. Yeah, fairly readable. I did want spaces in there, they haven't come over. Do that one, whoop, too many. Caption in there, link in bio. Now because I'm on the Instagram side of things, I want to put my hashtags in. So what I do beneath the last line of the value that I'm delivering, the last line of my call to action, is I put 5 dots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That just separates the hashtag. So everyone knows once they see these dots, there's nothing really of any interest that's readable. Back to my strategy. I grab my hashtags from the bank and I pop them in there. This is a post all about, I think it's about reviews. Yes, it's a reviews post, so I've got things like expectation management to add in. Customer is always right. If you look in here, book direct, Team Boostly, satisfaction guaranteed, expectations met. They're all pillar specific to reviews, and then I've got the location ones: India, Oxford, Oxford UK, Oxford City, Discover Oxford, that type of thing. So I will add those, put a space after that on the end. Now, helpfully, Meta, who own Instagram and Facebook, tell you how many characters you've got remaining, or how many more accounts you can tag, and how many hashtags you've got left. It turns out that I happen to have used all 30 there. And that's the caption part done. Then I add in my location. I am at Sandfield Guesthouse. There it is. So now I need to add my content. So I will have a quick look in at where it might be. It's in my TripAdvisor one, simply because it's got a TripAdvisor logo on it, and I'm quite careful about how I use TripAdvisor logos because I'm all about book direct, Sandfield Guesthouse, TripAdvisor. Make sure that's the one I want. Yep, short 3-5 second video. And that's now loaded up in there. I can then tag media with various accounts if I wanted to, or I can change my mind and I can delete it. You can load up multiple images in exactly the same fashion with one caption, and it becomes a carousel. Then I'm going to tick the box. I want it to go to Facebook at the same time. I tick the Facebook box, and over here I can decide what I want it to do when I publish down here, or I schedule, or I do something else. So I'm going to save it to drafts, and I'll explain to you why in just a moment. Then have a quick double check. I've got my caption. I haven't gone over my hashtags. I've got my location in. I've got my my graphic, my video content in. I've decided that whatever I schedule out is going to get sent to my drafts in Facebook. I'm not going to hit publish because I'm scheduling. So I hit schedule. When do I select when you want to publish? Remind myself of when I want that publishing. On the 15th of August. Moving out of the way, 15th of August. I always publish at 8:45 in the morning because then I know I've got time to engage either side of it. And I hit schedule. Down here in the left hand side, just move my face over there a little bit so you can see. There, the post has been successfully scheduled. Now when I look at my Instagram section here, these are all the ones that have been published, and this one is scheduled. Tells me when it's scheduled, at what time. You'll notice for the published ones how many likes each post has been gaining. And if you tap it, you get these 3 dots, and you can decide to change your mind. You can decide, actually, I do want to publish this now. You can view the post, or you can go back in and edit it. So that's now scheduled into Instagram. It's in drafts in Facebook. So I'll go to the Facebook section. I'll go to pre-publish because I haven't published it yet. I'll go to drafts, and there it is. And there are several things I can do with it. I can delete it, I can download it in standard definition, high definition, publish it, whole variety, cross-post it then to Instagram, back in the other direction. If you start at Facebook, you can cross-post it into Instagram. I'm going to edit this post. Now this is a 4-second video, and so it will ask me for a title. Doesn't really need one, but what I will do is I will take the top line of my caption and I will just pop it there. If you're just doing an image post or carousel post, it will not ask you for a title. Hashtags, because they don't work in Facebook, I'm going to bin that off. very ineffective in Facebook. I just think that they are untidy. I'm not going to add keywords. If this was a static image post or a carousel, you would have to re-enter your location again. Then I'm going to hit next. I'm going to go to the middle section here, schedule it. I know from memory it was due to go out on the 15th of August. I always post at 8:45 in the morning. Don't worry about any of this, and schedule. That's now scheduled. If I want to see all of my scheduled content in Facebook, it's there. If I want to see all my scheduled content in Instagram, there it is. And that's it. So that little video post is now being scheduled out onto Instagram, into Instagram, and also into Facebook. When it comes to batch scheduling, the idea then is you essentially go back to your strategy or your content schedule, and you repeat the process until everything that you've created has been scheduled. Then you either sit back and relax, or go and make beds, or go and do the shopping to get breakfast in for the following morning, or whatever it happens to be. I hope that was useful and informative. Any questions, you know how to get hold of me on Instagram at the Social Media Hotelier. Drop me a direct message and I'll be sure to get back to you just as soon as I can. Peace.